How are ya? It's episode 50. Oh, it's all good. We all gravy? We all gravy? How's everything out there? How is life your way? Is it better than mine? Because you know why? I woke up this morning with no power. Only day off this week, and I have no power. Not 1 ounce of power. Not enough to charge my iPhone. That was on 6% because in the lonely nights it did not get charged. So now, if that power's not back on by the time I get back to my apartment, there will be hell to pay. You know I'm not going to do anything. You know me. I'm just going to sit in the dark and some candlelight and read my books. I've been reading. Have you noticed that my vocabulary has expanded since I've been reading? I've been on a book for 2 weeks. Let me tell you something, people. Let me tell you something. I am 85 pages deep in a book. I'm long stroking this book. I wish I had something. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? But before I say too much, DJ Khaled is gonna for sure get us dropped into this beat. I fuck up way too much, man. I fuck up way too much. But I'm not fucking up this. Make sure my phone's on silent. Whoa. Whoa. I don't even know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry. Oh, what was that? I just dropped the mouse. And dropped the mic. I dropped the mouse. Mickey Mouse. Get that out of there. Okay. You're about to get 20 minutes of solid gold here. Because I got some things to talk about today. Do you want me to talk about? Well, you're going to talk about. Whatever. So eventually next week, hopefully I'll have a new camera. I'm investing in, I did a lot of research this week, and I think I use the Canon T6i right now. T5i. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I just alleged that I forced an upgrade, and I just happened to see the big 5 glaring off the camera in front of my face. T5i. I'm sorry. I used the T5i. But I think I'm going to go to the webcam. I think I'm going to get a nice webcam. And then I'll have 2 cameras. But I did some research on the webcam. And then supposedly I'll be able to see what I'm filming on my computer while I do all this and do all that. And then I'll get it all together. That's what I'm saying is I'm transferring. I'm taking my talents to the webcam part of the world. And look at me. You guys, I'm not selling out, right? I'm not selling out. I'm a big Canon fan. Cannon. Like Isaiah Cannon. You remember him? Didn't he play for Murray State? Cannon. I'm not selling out. I'm not going to turn into a cam girl. You're not going to see me butt naked on camera playing with my nipples. You might. Depending on if I... What was I saying? Yo. This is what I'm talking about. They said, if you want to expand your vocabulary, read a book. Who can tell? I don't know. I don't feel any smarter. I just feel like a dumb guy read. I'm gonna start a YouTube where I just read books aloud, and it's just gonna be like words for dummies. God, I'm such an idiot, man. And but I'm gonna transfer to the webcam, see how it goes. I might do an unboxing video, because I feel like that's what get all the views, right? Because nobody wants to hear me talk about what I'm doing in my regular life, because my regular life is about as entertaining as Caitlyn Jenner's life. Her life's pretty entertaining. How do you go 60 years as a male in this world, and then you're like, you know what? I'm going to switch aisles. I'm in aisle 7. I'm going to go to aisle 5, I'm going to go see what it's like over there in the Can you imagine as a 60-year-old male that you just walk? People got to introduce you to feminine products and stuff. Like, yeah, you don't need this. He doesn't need all the feminine product. Like, he probably needs like the brushes where you pat people's face and all that junk. Whatever. Why am I talking about her? I almost said him. I don't want to get demonetized by YouTube. I don't want to get the SJWs. Oh man, I've been really reading about them. There's something else. The the social justice warriors and the incels should hang out. I feel like the social justice warriors. Why is that so hard for me to say? Social justice warriors. Say that 6 times in a row. But I feel like I'm gonna call them SJWs. I feel like they should hang out with the incels. Now, am I just spitballing or am I just throwing out facts? I don't know. How durable is your toilet paper? That's all. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, is they should hang out, coexist and get things together, and let's just get all this negative energy out of the. Because I feel like, as a person, as a man that just goes home and I just do stuff by myself, I solve my Rubik's cubes by myself, like the great, what's his name? Like the great little boozy badass says, me, myself, and I. Go look that song up. They can't copyright claim me for doing that, right? You can't do that, right? You can't do that. You cannot take my 11 cents that I made off my YouTube career. I'm just making that up too. I'm sure it's not even that much. Let's be honest, people. But whatever you do, what was I talking about? Oh, they should hang out and just get, what I was talking about is when I go home and I'm by myself, like, is there people that we can just go home, that they just go home and just get online and type? Like, for example, I'm on yahoo.com right now. Should I? Are you allowed to film yahoo.com? What you should do in your life. Oh, shit. We're not going to do that one. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to go, wife is reason he'll never leave. What? What? Okay, let's just find a stupid. Okay, so Houston police sergeant fatally shot responding to domestic violence calls. Suspect in custody. So it's just a normal story, right? And here, these are the people that I just don't understand, man. But I also get a kick out of it. So there's only 8 reactions. But we're going to see how. Okay. Why is this not a headline story? This is. Okay, this didn't work. You know what? It's not loading. And I'm not excited about what just happened. But anyways, I'm just saying, why do people go home and just get online? Because I see the dumbest comment or the rudest, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just like, why? How do you have that much time in your life that you can work 6 days a week and then go home, sit in your basement, read your book, and then go online and start just throwing shit at people like you're just so much better than everyone in the world? That's what I like. I just want to know, because I wonder if any of my friends or relatives are the ones going online. I'm pretty sure, though, it's got to be younger people, right? Like, if you're a 40-year-old man and you're just if you're on YouTube, just going to random YouTube pages and just commenting shit that's just, it just baffles me. Like, oh, your hair's fucked up. Oh, I bet you smell like bacon. You know why I smell like bacon and my hair's fucked up? Because I had breakfast with a girl. No, I did not. I had breakfast alone, but I was. What? What'd you say? Huh? But what I'm saying is, don't be a loser. Do not be a loser and sit at home and talk shit. Especially like when you watch a cute video of a baby online, dude. Do not even go to the comments. People in the comments are like, that baby's ugly as hell. Somebody should kick that baby. It's like, what the fuck could go wrong in your life to where, I don't know. I did not think that my life could go so bad. Like, even as bad as it could go, I don't think I would go that route as to say, dude, if I grew up in the ghetto, all right, and I had to carry a gun everywhere I went, I still think 20 years later I would not shout at a baby for being ugly and that it needed to be kicked. And I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just saying, I don't know if it's from your bad living experience or what, but man, damn it. Can we calm down in the can we calm down in the comments? That should be a new slave word. Calm down in the comments. CDITC. That's a long acronym. Calm down in the comment section. Did I say compliment? What did I say? I don't even know what I'd be saying. But speaking of murdering this podcast right here, I want to talk about how I waved at a murderer this week. I thought he was just a normal guy. I mean, you just a normal guy out in the world. Out in the world, a normal guy just doing his thing, and I was just doing mine. I was like, hey, because was he looking at me like he wanted to murder me? But there's this guy that I've seen in my life. Okay, I'm gonna give you some slight details of this man. Not a whole lot, because it's kinda dark, okay? So this guy, right? I'm just driving down the road, waving at this guy. And then it's all good, and he gave me like the head nod, and I'm gonna stop doing the head nod, because obviously if you murder people, you do the head nod. You do that right there? You do that? You're like, what's up, bro? Sup, bro? You trying to get killed out here? I was like, I wore kilt in 7th grade. That's all I needed. But this guy, I could tell something. Like he looked kind of normal. It's kind of dark. And then the next day I saw him. I was like, something's off with this guy. And then the next day, I didn't see him, but I just saw another guy. And this guy was like, yeah, the guy across the street, he's a murderer. He's a convicted murderer. I was like, wait, why the fuck is he next door to you? Why is he next door to you if he is a convicted murderer? He said he did his time. 1981, he murdered a married couple in their 70s. Like, he was a teenager at the time, and he's like 50 now, so let's say it was way back. And then he served, 20-something years? They freed his ass, okay? And then he was all, how do you do 20-something years? You know, that's just something... The judicial system, who deals with the prisoners? You do 20 years and you get out and you're just still the same. Because I'll say, and this is why I say he's still the same. Okay, so when I saw him, he looked kind of normal, but he's kind of off. Like he looked, I thought he was just slow. You know what I mean? But obviously he must be, something's wrong with him if you can just murder a elderly couple in their house. For what? I'm sure, I think he was robbing them. But so he did all that, and now he's free, living in a small town. And oh man, it's kind of like, nope, sorry, bro, sorry, we ain't got no beef over here, because hey, I don't want to get knifed to death. Look, that is sketchy. How do you just and can you imagine living in a small town, and then your grandmother gets murdered, and then you go 20 years and you thinking this guy's going to spend the rest of his life in prison, and really he's getting out to move back to your small, and I'm talking like a small town, like a town of 250 people. Like, there's probably 45 houses in this place, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is this small town Chicago in here? Jesus Christ. And so I waved at a murderer, and I did not know, hey, look at me, I didn't befriend a murderer, okay? I wouldn't do that, right? I would not do that. Every time I see him, I'm not going to see him. I'm just going to look straight. I didn't see anything. And the worst part is, like 4 years ago, he was arrested for stealing railroad ties. I'm like, this guy does not learn dick. Like, how do you go through life just being a nuisance your entire life? The object of the day is to not be a nuisance in anyone's life for the rest of your life, okay? I understand you're going to get annoying. I annoy myself 24/7. I barely have people around me. So I understand if you're a couple, you're in a relationship, you annoy each other, I get it. But hey, do not run around murdering people, then do 20-something years in prison and not learn anything, steal railroad ties, go back to prison for like a year. I'm like, dude. And it's all because drugs. Just say no to... Do y'all remember when... I think I was on the end of Just Say No to Drugs. Just say no to drugs. I was like, yeah, okay, man. Nope. Oh man, just say no to drugs. You remember? Is Just Say No the same organization that Dare was? Like, cause I have a hard time as I age. I have a hard time trusting anything big corporation wide, like Joel Osteen and all them. He's hanging out with Kanye West now. Like, okay, so this guy is obviously, he's best friends with God and he's best friends with Kanye. You can't have both. You can't have both. Well, Kanye, didn't Kanye say he's just as good as God or something like that? I'm putting words in Kanye. Send me some Yeezys, I'll sell them. And that's just what am oh, I was talking about the drugs and stuff like that. It's just bonkers this week, man. And I'm kind of my brain's diluted from all the work that I did this week, and I'm kind of tired. So it's going to be a slow week in the podcast comedy world in this section. You know what I'm saying? How funny can I be? How funny can I be after working all week? I have only read 15 pages of my book. I also bought a book called 1,000 One-Liners or something like that, and it's just for fun. I think it's just be good for my brain just to read something, just to get some knowledge away from a screen. Because that's all I do all day is look at screens, look at screens, look at screens. That should be my, I'm going to put that in my notes. Look at screens, look at screens, look at screens. That could go for a football joke too, because there was once we was playing a team called Caldwell County, and the whole game, I was like my sophomore, junior year. I didn't know what I was doing anyway. Half the time in the world, I did not know what I was doing. But we was playing a team called Caldwell County Tigers. They had some cool jerseys. I always thought they looked cool. I never spoke up upon it, but I always thought they looked dope. They had the yellow, and they kind of looked like they resembled. There was more like a blue and yellow, so it wasn't really. I was gonna say LSU, but it was more like a blue and yellow. Now that I remember, I'm pretty sure. If they looked like LSU, though, that would have been dope. But the whole game, I was trying to get a pick six. I was like, I don't give a fuck about this game. I'm trying to get a pick six, and we got torched because of me, because I'm just over here trying to catch an interception, and I was like, screens every play. I assumed it was a screen. I was like, what if it's gonna be a screen to me, and I'm gonna run it to the house, because I'm tired of everybody else gets all the the notoriety around here, and I want some. But before I go, I want to share a little thing, an insightful moment in my life that really, you know how something happens. Say you're a ball of whatever, like a meteor floating through space. Okay, so is it a meteorite when it hits Earth's atmosphere? How does that work? Somebody let me know. Say you're a meteor floating through space, and you just hit another one, and just off in another direction, like nothing. Or do they just explode? How's that? But say you're just going off in your world, coming up as a meteor, and then you just hit something. Then you go off this way. You know how you ever have events like that in your life where you just feel like, I feel like my life just bounced a little bit a different way after seeing that. And that's what I felt like, because I saw a grown man with the look of despair in his eyes, and I was like, whoa, because I'm sure a point in my life I was at that moment. You know, you just look defeated. You look like you just look at the bottom of whatever you want to call it. Like you're on the floor of life right now, and you're looking up and you're like, shit, that's a long way to get up back to my 5'11" range of height. And I saw this in a guy. Okay, this guy was talking to this female, right? And I thought it was just normal. I walked up. I was like, hey, guys, how's it going? I need some help over doing this, doing that, whatever. And then another guy walks up, starts flirting with a female, right? You got me? You get me? You got me? Okay, good. And then they're flirting with each other. And then the third guy I was saying the look of despair was watching this unfold. I was watching him. So if you imagine me watching him watching them, and them. They weren't making out, but they were pretty close, you know, like they were rounding. What's first base? Is that making out or kissing, or is that shaking hands? Second base making out? Whichever. They were between first and second somewhere. I don't know, but they were doing that, and this guy, and what's worse is I wasn't like I was watching him watch them. I was talking to him, and I saw his brain transition to the moment to see what was going on, and his brain calculated, and he's like, oh, that I thought I had an end with her, but really he's got the end with her, and he's already there. He is already, if this is Mario Kart, he is past the finish line, already looking at the replay while I'm still rounding my third lap. And then it was like, I was like, I'm gonna do the look of despair. This is the look of despair. This is the look he had on his face. And mind you, I'm talking to him while he's watching them, and I'm just looking at him like, yeah. So, are we gonna do this? We gonna do love? No, okay. And then all his face just switched. He was like, no, and it's not a joke. That's what he looked like. He was like, and that look was, I'll never in my life be able to have that. And you could tell his heart down in his pocket, wherever it goes, in his ass. But and we've all been there. But it kind of transitioned my life, I think, a little bit, because you look and you're like, fuck. If he is 30 years older than me, I'll say he's 30, maybe he's 25. Does that never leave? I thought once you were a full blown adult, you would have this shit figured out. But I'm beginning to understand that you can never figure it out. Is that a contact? What the fuck is that? You can never figure it out. You can only get better and understand more. I think that's what I'm going to try to do. But that look of, fuck! Yo, I'm sweating in this bitch. I hope this podcast made some sort of sense. It didn't make any dollars, but I hope it made sense. And I'm going to get out of here. I got to go to the gym. And I'm going to get my fitness on. Because you know how we do around here. I got to stop saying that. There's the things that I need to stop saying. Word of the day. Proclivity. Proclivity. Say that 6 times a day for the week. I think that's how you should get better at saying... That's the look of despair. Right there. Right there. DJ Khaled, go ahead and send us off. And if you're out there in the world, don't let the door hit you on the way out. I'm getting too good at this. I hope that webcam... Look at my hair, though. Ooh.